Welcome. Sylvie. Judith.
Mm. Hi, Meike.
Hi.
So beautiful to watch. Humbling and yeah, it brings me also to the deep pain behind the whole conflict with Israel and Palestine, of the Palestine at the moment. And also for me to how to stay in the middle and how to stay good grounded in everything
Yes.
what is happening. And
yes,
it is beyond what I can imagine what is happening. And
absolutely.
And not also to fall in a kind of despair or helplessness, like will it ever change in the world, you know?
Absolutely.
And
yes.
then the depth of that this in this time even still can happen. And then we see it all over the world.
Yes.
And coming back to Jeroen and Sylvie, here you have it in micro perspective, like
yes.
a deep touch, which all comes back to pain.
Absolutely.
And then from pain, we react and we have no other possibility
yes.
to do it differently. And yeah, it's, and then what do we love the most? What is our purpose? Is to be here and just connect with the earth again.
Absolutely.
Stay here and hold it all where we can. Not taking positions, but feeling the pain behind this all. So this is where I want to sit with.
That's the journey.
That's the
journey. Summed it all up.
Yeah, you know.
That's
and then coming here, grounded, first chakra, there we need to start. And yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's our job.
Yeah.
What a beautiful job, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that life told us to do this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goddess.
Yes, goddess. This
all
is
the
it.
others.
Yeah.
It's
Ah.
gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
And then also this kind of separation where men want to go to battle and more and more violence, and also women that want peace, and how can we hold each other and also dare not go into a split, but just wow. Oof.
Always starts here, huh? Always. Yeah. The moment our system is shattered,
wobbly,
wobbly, whoop.
There we go.
Here, 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 here. Again and again. Naked, vulnerable.
Yeah.
Present.
Yeah. Let's rest here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so beautiful when we just follow our own business. Huh? I mean, that whatever, how it tells us to live life. When that what we normally think what we are is out of the way.
Mm. Mm.
It's not much more we can do, isn't it?
No.
Mm.
What you said being truthful, what you love and what you know, and coming back and back over and over and over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Umi, hè?
And it gives us a lot of opportunities, huh?
Oh my God. Wow.
There's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. Incredible at the moment. Wow. Yeah.
It's crazy, crazy out there.
Crazy. Oh, it is so crazy.
Staying in the center.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm. Thank you, Meike.
Um,
Mm. Thank you all.
That's all.
Hello, Meike.
Hello.
Mm. I'm back home
Yeah.
and it's cold here.
It's
Oh.
cold.
Hmm?
It's cold.
Yeah, cold. Well, today it's cold. But also I'm unwell. I've got diverticulitis and my belly is really, really sore. So I think I'm more cold from that than yeah, when it is cold. But yeah. So I didn't know whether I'm coming to the meeting this afternoon, but it just took me here. Mm. And other than the body, I'm really, really well.
So good to hear.
Mm. Mm. Even better now for connecting with you.
Mm.
Brings warmth flooding towards me. Mm.
Simple, huh?
Mm. It's funny, this thing wanting to hide when I'm unwell.
Yeah, it's actually every animal does that.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not just hiding, it's also, having time out and letting the body have some peace and quiet. There's so quickly a judgment on top. Shouldn't,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
also very natural in a way.
Mm.
If that makes sense. It always has a balance point, but we're so used to judging our behavior, but it's every animal does that actually. When there is something going on in the body, they retreat. We retreat.
My mum said when I was a child, when I was little, if I was unwell, I would just curl up in bed and I'd wait till it's over.
See, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to bring a
But
different perspective in there.
yeah, yeah. But also I was drawn actually to meeting you, to connecting, to
Definitely. Otherwise, you would not have shown up. Very,
yeah,
very clear.
yeah,
Because I guess your system also knew, oh, it will do the body good.
yeah.
Yeah. So very intelligent. Very clever. That body of yours.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I might just have overdone it a little bit the last few days, being home and the weeds in my garden are just so massive that I have worked very hard and now stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you can rest now.
Mm. Yeah. And resting in your eyes is really relaxing for me. Mm. Mm. And somewhere there's joy dancing. Body is not dancing, but there's a little dancing. Oh. Mm. 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 I'm breathing more deeply now.
Mm.
It's actually doing my belly good. My belly likes that. Before it felt like every movement hurt, but I'm just noticing how this breathing now
Mm.
feels good to the belly.
Glad to hear.
Mm.
We are good medicine for each other, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Ah, because it's so simple, isn't it? It's, we're not doing anything actually. We're just here. Mm.
Just allowing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. 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 I think now I will need to go to bed and curl.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful rest
Yeah.
in bed.
Mm.
Yeah.
I will.
Ah, and thanks for being with us for a little while.
Oh, thank you for being here. It truly is medicine. Mm. Mm. Thank you, Meike.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mm. Mm.
Good night.
Thank
It's
you.
still, no, it's 6, it's 5 o'clock at your place, huh?
Yeah, but
Fine.
still, it's bedtime.
Bedtime. Have a good
Bedtime.
rest.
Thank you. I will do. Mm. Mm.
Maria.
Meike and everyone. Thank you. Mm. Mm.
Sandra.
Hi, Meike. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Life is good.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
No, I'm at work right now and I'm still exploring how it feels to be back and
To be back.
to be back at work, you know, after
Oh,
this long
at
break.
work. Oh, okay. Mm.
And I just know this drop of energy and I'm trying to find out what it causes. And I'm not
Oh.
sure if it's like, yeah, like energies from other people I have to be with during my job, which is a little bit hard from time to time, you know. And as Judith said, to stay with me, to stay here and not go here and here and here, and that's difficult. Or it feels like really a loss of energy and I can't control.
So how do you sense it? How does it, you know, loss of energy?
It's like
How does it show?
it's like after difficult discussions, or when I'm in discussion with a person which is not this heart-to-heart connection, and there are many of them, that after these talks I feel so tired and demotivated and think, oh, what am I doing here? And also like trying to be myself, not to play, to be authentic, to be this, right? And still trying to find a compromise in a way. Sometimes it feels like I cannot be authentic while being in these discussions, because there's so much of politics in the background, and
What exactly are you doing at work?
So I'm working in the medical device industry, and I'm working in marketing for the region international. So it's like there's this global department, and there are the interests of the countries, of the regions I'm responsible for, and I'm the mediator, so to say, between the global interests and the interests of the countries.
Okay.
And the region international, it's like it has high potential, but it's not really seen by the upper management. So it's like, we have great people, you know, really, really great people. I love to work with these countries, but it's really this to demonstrate that we have this potential, that we need the support, that we are seen. That we are considered in the discussions and in our needs, and
how's the response?
It's difficult to describe, because I'm really well connected with my colleagues, and I feel like from these single colleagues I collaborate and work with, they very often think of this region, or of our interests, of our region, but the upper management, they just see the money and the revenue which is generated. So it's pure finance and pure, where's the highest potential. So there's a nice connection with few of these people, because they think of us and they appreciate what we do. I appreciate what they do. But it's still very often this feeling of not being seen, not being recognized of what we are doing, not getting the support we would require. So it's, and maybe it's also patterns, you know, from being a child, not being seen or whatsoever. So it's, yeah, it's big learnings, observations.
Sounds like that, yeah. So, what you are working is dependent on those, in the department you're working, that's dependent on those other management places.
Yes.
So, who put you into place? Who invented you?
It's the upper management. So what they are
So
currently doing is like,
yeah,
we don't get any money, you know, from the upper management. So the countries have some money. In my position, I don't have any money at all. And we
yeah,
are really dependent what we get from the global department. But there it's always like, yeah, your potential is so small. And we first have to consider the European needs and the US needs. And if there's still some resources left, you might get something as well. So it's like, and it's really a lot of that they are squeezing everything out from our colleagues, you know, in the countries. It's just getting more and more and more and more and more money without any investment. And that's so difficult to see. It's so hard to see because it's so unfair.
Yeah. And can you see a way of making yourself seen there? Is it even possible?
It's really difficult.
Really difficult.
Yeah. Now, to be seen, you have to be so polite and to be political so correct that it really costs a lot of energy, which is missing at the end of the day then. And you still don't know if it has any impact or not.
So how would it look like if you would just be yourself? I'm just curious if you like to play.
I would be much more direct. I would be so direct. I'm typical German mentality, right? And I would be much more direct, which I know that for the US impossible to accept, for the UK guys impossible to accept. So I would hurt some people with my directness.
And what would happen then?
That's a good question. Maybe they would not involve us at all anymore, or we would not get access to some data anymore because we know too much. It's really weird. It's really like in politics. It's like, you know, you would be on the blacklist then.
That's an interesting job you've got there.
It's politics.
It sounds like it doesn't give you any room to be actually, to live actually your potential.
With my boss, there is, because we are really on the same wavelength. But with many other departments, it's just like, yeah. It's not even interesting, this job. It's horrible. Ah.
I wonder for how much longer you will stay there.
That's the big question, which I'm currently elaborating, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally understand. It's wow, it sounds awful. It sounds like, just what I'm understanding, it sounds like that there is no possibility to actually bring what you actually are here for. It sounds, when I hear you speak, it sounds like there's no way of contributing to something really good.
No, right now it's not. It might change. In the industry, there are always these waves. So currently, this region I'm working for, it's really at the bottom. So it might be in a year that it's going up and that we get the investments we require, might be, but it might take some more time and we don't know how much longer. So what I'm thinking of is really if I could do a second education to which I could bring into the company as well, like stress prevention, stress management, or really doing something which helps my colleagues as well, to stay here. So this is what I'm exploring right now as well, but I don't know yet into which direction it could go.
Oh, but that's good. So the job kind of guides you into being creative.
Yes.
That's
Find
wonderful.
alternatives. Find alternatives.
Yes, that's wonderful. So that's a gift.
Really sorry to share that here. It is not interesting for the majority, I guess, for all people who are joining today. Really sorry.
I don't see that at all like that, and I see people shaking their head. No, it's actually very interesting. It's like day-to-day life, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that work in places where, their potential is not really, it's not really asked for to show your real potential, so that you thrive. I mean, just imagine we would all work in a place where creativity is asked for, just where we work for the better, whatever that means, but for the better of all, So I find it actually very inspiring. So you're finding yourself in a position, as I understand, where you have to be super careful with how you move and what you say, and which is very draining. Can't be yourself. You have to kind of play a role. And out of that, your system is becoming creative and is looking for a way how to bring actually your gift.
Exactly.
I find it very interesting.
Really would like to do something where I can bring my potential and also to work for everyone, that we have a better life, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there would be opportunities because it's such a big company, so I just have to really be strategic again, who to approach, which education I could do or coaching I should do, and how could I bring it in, because I see a big need. And I don't believe that we can go on like that in the industry overall, like in the world with Israel now as well. And everything is so crazy and is so, wow. Crying. Karabakh, everywhere, Kosovo. It's just like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, it's kind of always been like that in a certain way. It's just, yeah, peaking again.
Yeah.
One wouldn't believe that it's still like this, but it is. So, and you get creative, making the best out of the situation you're in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for this wonderful exchange and listening.
Thank you for bringing this.
As I'm here with my mobile phone, I'm not sure how to switch the microphone off. So maybe Sylvie can switch me off or mute me. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Or maybe I can.
Oh, thank you, everyone, and Meike. It was really nice.
Yes, you're welcome. See if I can. No, I don't know how to mute. Yeah, I don't know how to mute you. But maybe
Then I
Sylvie.
tried myself. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, you did. Good. There comes Marina.
That wasn't boring at all, by the way, Sandra. It's very interesting. So there's been a lot of stress, like high anxiety. I decided to do my pressure was high. I decided to do just a few days of juicing because that brings it down quite quickly. I notice whenever I've done that before, the stress level goes up. So I will stop again. But anyway.
What do you stop then? What was it?
Then start eating tonight. Like whenever I try and just do juicing for a few days, thinking it's healthy, it helps the blood pressure. But whenever I've done that, when I was younger, I could do it and it felt great. But nowadays, there's more stress. The whole system gets very stressed.
I mean, how lucky that you notice all those things, Marina.
Yeah.
Yeah. you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'll just sit with that.
Say again.
I just wanted to sit with that.
With what? With what?
With
Yeah, exactly. Let's just see if we can identify what you actually really would like. Let's just see if we can identify. It's already happening, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. It's such a job to regulate the system, huh? It's
Fine.
yeah. Wow. It's a huge, huge job.
Well, the mind just comes in with trying to fix and work out why. And just does it. It's like a little tape recorder up there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. While the body is dealing with all the conditioning from since forever. Yeah, and can't help it. Can't help doing what it's doing. Can't help doing what it's doing. And then sweet mind on top of it. It's like, come on, not like this, not like this, not like this, and gosh,
Yeah,
confusion.
right. A friend said, "Oh, maybe because when you fast, then it brings up the trauma from your mum being in the camp and starving, and it's like I could go down the whole rabbit hole."
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it might be true. It might be true, That you know only a little bit of your ancestry in a way, your mother and grandmother maybe, but then, it goes even further back.
Yeah.
Because, and when in history have people lived in a nice, in a relaxed way? When and where?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so gosh, big job to regulate the system. A huge, huge job. And it's us. Who else, huh?
Uh,
To the last breath. That's all I know. To the last breath. You still go swimming? Or is it too cold?
Been too windy and cold today, but I will go tomorrow because that's the one thing that I know really, really calms my nervous system.
I know. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah.
Yes. Gosh, how lucky that you've got that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Warmer.
that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon it will be warmer. But I
Yes.
mean, you even go when it's cold, I know. Yeah. But use that. I mean, I'm just saying, I guess you do, but use that as much as possible. Mhm. Mhm. It's such a big gift when there is such a huge resource possibility for the system, you know, where it really comes home.
Yeah.
It's such a gift. It's
Yeah.
such a gift. Use it. Use it. Gosh, take your
Comes back,
chocolate and go into the ocean.
yeah, it comes back quickly once I'm in there. It's I'm sometimes shocked at the power of it.
How profound it shifts in your
Yeah.
system when you, yeah.
Yeah. Mostly joy comes in very quickly.
There you go. Yeah. Do you have access to that when anxiety and all that stress comes? Do you have access to, let's go to the ocean?
Yeah, I'm not far. 7 minutes,
Yeah.
7 minutes, 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but I mean, do you have access in yourself when the body is in anxiety and stress mode? Can you tell yourself to go to the ocean?
Sometimes. Like I
Sometimes.
didn't today. I actually went to the beach just to have some nature and lie on the sand.
Oh, okay.
It's very cold.
That's,
I didn't
yeah,
go. Yeah, it's
yeah.
just that reminder to self to
Yes. Wow. That's absolutely amazing. Because you know, quite often that's not accessible when there is that stress, you know, then it doesn't even come to mind that you
yeah.
could go to the beach, but you did.
I did, but it didn't come to mind to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but anyway, you did go, which is already amazing. Mhm. Maybe put a piece of paper, write on a piece of paper, not only going to the beach, go in.
Yeah, just a little
I
reminder.
mean, you know, wherever the reminder comes from, it doesn't much matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm just putting some ideas out that it might be possible then to see, okay, that it switches something, you know. And even if you just go with your feet in.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but I really, you know, rather than talk to a friend, go to the ocean. Yeah. I mean, you can also talk to a friend, but you know what I mean. It's like, that's where it's such a big resource for you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Maybe the biggest, I'm not sure, but
I think it
it's
is.
very,
Yeah.
it's very powerful for you. It's very, very powerful. I would just use it as much as possible. Whenever there's something going on with your body, you go to the beach, go into the water, or you know, whatever you need to do there.
Yeah. I think it was one of the first places as a child I felt really nurtured and
Yeah.
at one with
Yeah.
everything.
I also, I mean, I can imagine, I think we once spoke about it. It just also did that calming to your skin, wasn't it?
Oh yes, yeah, yeah. Severe eczema for a long time.
Yeah,
Severe eczema.
yeah, yeah. So that's your home. That's your happy place. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not everybody has that, so you're very lucky. Mm.
The moving friend of mine asked me to join her at the gym, and I was surprised how much I loved the gym. I didn't think I was a gym person. I loved
Yeah.
it. Next day, I did a
Oh,
bit too much, obviously. The next day, I felt fantastic. Next day, I was pretty exhausted. So, because I went for an hour, I haven't done anything now. It's a bit much. The next day, it's fantastic. Went to the gym, and then for 3 days, I was exhausted. So I can see this nervous system can go into this, don't know where, well, feel fantastic, and then, yeah, not be aware of, not being aware of, yeah, what the body's doing. Or
yeah.
trying to work
But
it out.
there's also an interesting idea that the body should be a certain way all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's just not, when who knows? It's like when it does lots of work, then it's of course exhausted and tired afterwards. But it had fun, then it likes to stay, and it's just then it is exhausted for 2 days, So
Yeah,
it's actually not a big deal.
right.
It's the mind that makes the big deal out of it, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's an idea it should be different. It has an idea it should just always have lots of energy and always be joyful and happy and healthy and all those things, which is,
yeah,
yeah, doesn't work. Sometimes it's the stars that are the constellation. You can hear the
mm,
astrologers talk. Sometimes it's the food, sometimes it's the weather, sometimes yeah. So you've got lots of resources. Now you've
yeah.
got the gym on top of it.
We'll see if I go back.
Mm.
Um, Thank you, Mum.
Mm. Thank you.
Very much. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Thanks for being here with me all. Yeah, showing up for this. Love and peace. Ciao.